Welcome. My name is Dr. Mariza Snyder, and I am a functional practitioner, a background with biochemistry, and an author of 6 best-selling books on nutrition and essential oils. For the past 7 years, I have studied hormone synergy for my patients and my readers. And what I have learned is that with nutrition, self-care rituals, essential oils, supplementation, and powerful daily habits, you can create the hormone synergy that you're looking for. What we're going to be covering today is women's hormone health, utilizing supplementation and essential oils. But before we dive into that, what I want to talk a little bit about is this subject that is very near and dear to me. Now, hormone health is something that I personally focus on every single day, and I understand the importance it is that it plays in your life on a day-to-day basis. I am here to tell you that you deserve a body that simply works, like a smooth operator. You deserve to lift the lid on your fears and doubts about your body that can keep you away from creating vitality and happiness. You deserve grace, respect, and confidence about the beliefs that you have for your body, from cell to soul. And you deserve powerful, natural, effective solutions for yourself and your body. Let's focus today on how we can create more of what you love, creating your dreams with joy, happiness, and balance. So this is what we're going to be covering today. First, it's going to be the foundational 5, and this is the 5 daily habits that I have found to make the game-changing solutions that you are looking for. Next, we're going to cover nutrition and supplementation for hormone health. And then lastly, we're going to dive into women's hormone health with essential oils. Here we go. So before we dive into all of that, I want to just lay the groundwork for what hormones actually are. Now, they tend to get a bad rap. A lot of people feel like they are the cause of all of the concern of what's going on in our bodies. But I'm here to tell you that hormones are very powerful chemical messengers that travel to the blood, to your cells, organs, and tissues, and create really incredible changes in the body. Some of the things that hormones are helping to control is growth and development, reproduction, cognitive function, mood support, cardiovascular support, homeostasis, sleep, temperature regulation, blood sugar regulation, and all of the other things that make your body work on a day-to-day basis. And basically how it all works is your hypothalamus, which is your master control center, receives stimulus from outside external factors and internal factors, sends those messages to the pituitary gland, and then sends messages out to the endocrine glands. Those endocrine glands are the thyroid, the thymus, the adrenal glands, the testes, ovaries, and all of the other endocrine systems. They then elicit responses to the rest of the body. It's basically how it works in a nutshell. So to give you an example, if you were to see a tiger, let's say 30 feet away from you, your hypothalamus would immediately send a message to your pituitary gland. Your pituitary gland would then send a message to your adrenals for your body to get ready for fight or flight. So it just gives you a little bit about how quick your hormones can react in case there is a circumstance that your body needs to respond to. Now, when it comes to hormone changes, these are the things that we're going to be looking for. These are kind of the, I wouldn't say negative hormone changes, but when the body is shifting in a certain way, these may be the things that you are going to be noticing inside of your body. So when it comes to recognizing hormone changes, it's going to be things like irritability, maybe anxiousness, digestive problems, excess sweating, cravings, and we all know those cravings that you can get, like sugar cravings or salt cravings. You're going to also maybe experiencing fatigue. This is something I see a lot with my readers. Loss of muscle mass, maybe weight gain, low libido, mood swings. All of these things can be happening. And the things about hormones is that they can shift during different times, so it just really depends on what's going on with your body. One of the things I recommend is, one, know your numbers. So definitely get tested, see what's going on with your hormones, see if there are things that you need to be paying attention, around testosterone, thyroid, estrogen, progesterone, even your adrenals around cortisol and epinephrine. And I also want to recommend that really become mindful about how your body's functioning. I can notice when my hormones are shifting, if I need a little bit more clari-calm, if I need to be using my balance, or if I need to be taking a little bit more extra care of myself. So something to be considering as you're moving and paying more attention to how your hormones are fluctuating. Now, I want to also first dive into what I consider to be the foundational 5 of creating hormone balance in the body. And the first step of foundational 5 is going to be proper hydration. Now, I know you've heard it all before. You need to be drinking more water. And the reason for that is our cells communicate with our hormones and other cells through water as a medium. So we want to make sure that our body is staying well hydrated and really being supported in that direction. Now, when it comes to drinking water, a couple of tips is one, have a water bottle with you at all times so that you remember to drink your water and fill it up when you run out. Another solution for drinking more water is to make a water infusion. So adding a couple drops of essential oils, maybe some herbs like rosemary, basil, or mint. Get really creative on how to make those infusions so that water seems like a lot of fun. It's not just plain old water. So again, make sure that you're getting enough water because hydration is super key. Number 2 is going to be proper nutrition and happy gut health. So a little bit about proper nutrition. This is an area that I have been focusing on for many years. Even before I discovered essential oils, nutrition was my wheelhouse. And when it comes to hormone support, especially around your adrenals, estrogen, and progesterone, you want to make sure that you're eating a lot of green leafy vegetables. When it comes to helping to balance estrogen levels, I even recommend 1 pound of green leafy vegetables every single day. Now, I know that that may seem like a lot, but if you are adding vegetables into every single meal throughout the day, then you can really make that happen. One of my favorite meals of the day is a green smoothie because you get so many servings of fruits and vegetables in that one serving of a green smoothie. Other things to be considering is, again, your gut is a major player in your hormone production. So you want to make sure that you're eating gut-healthy foods. So eating the colors of the rainbow when it comes to fruits and vegetables, making sure that you're eating fermented foods to support healthy gut bacteria, and also bone broth is a favorite thing for me right now when it comes to hormone and gut health. And then number 3 is going to be exercise. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time on exercise. I have a feeling that you know that you should be moving your body. So some things to be considering, for muscle support and joint support, I love Deep Blue Rub. I never leave home without Aroma Touch. And then for that energy boost, although we'll be talking about energy in just a moment, I love peppermint and wild orange. I just take a couple of drops into my hands, rub my hands together, breathe it in, and then put it on the back of my neck. Great way to give yourself an instant energy boost. It's my favorite way to start any workout. Now, when it comes to moving your body, I know that you already know that it benefits your health, your mood, your hormones, your heart. There's so many benefits to exercising. But I do believe in getting in where you fit in. So if it's walking or it's yoga, it's dancing, whatever it may be, just love what you do and get your body moving. Now, number 4, we're going to spend a little bit more time on this in a little bit in the presentation, but it's all about managing stress. Now, stress is the number 1 culprit to hormone imbalance in the body. I find that stress is the wrecker of almost everything inside of this system. And with our everyday, really fast-paced lifestyle, it's so important to be able to manage stress. And one of the most powerful and effective ways that I know how to do that is through self-care rituals and specifically using essential oils. Essential oils are so powerful at helping to reduce stress levels. Like I said, I'm going to get into that in just a moment, but I just wanted to lay the groundwork that managing stress is a major, major area of concern here, something that you should be focusing on. And one of the things I want you to be thinking about when it comes to managing stress, so I want you to look at the landscape, the everyday of your life, and think to yourself, what isn't actually serving me? What isn't providing me joy? What isn't setting me on fire? Because if there are things in your life that need to go, I would just release them. It's amazing that when you unload the things that do not serve, how less stress that you're having to deal with and how much happier your hormones are going to be. Number 5 is reducing toxic load. Now, our toxic burden is definitely becoming an issue, and it wreaks havoc on our progesterone and estrogen levels, on other different hormones in the body, like our thyroid hormones. So I want to focus a little bit of effort on reducing your toxic load. First, I want you to go into your cleaning cabinet, your personal care cabinet, your bathroom cabinet, and just take an inventory of what is in there. Are there a lot of synthetic ingredients? Are there things that can go that you can replace with? One of the reasons why I love essential oils and particularly love doTERRA is their focus on helping to reduce our toxic load. So for us, we make over a lot of our cleaning products, actually all of our cleaning products, a lot of our personal care products, and we use a lot of the products that doTERRA has. So we use the On Guard series. I love the foaming hand wash. We use the toothpaste. I love the Virage skincare system and the shampoo and conditioner. So a lot of the things that doTERRA provides are now our personal care regimen because it's helping to reduce toxic load. And again, hormones are a major focus for me personally, so these things are imperative to ensure I keep my body healthy and my hormones happy. So just be mindful about reducing your toxic load, about what's going onto your skin and what's going into your body at all times. The more that you can reduce that, the more cellular vitality that you can create. Now, when it comes, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the nutrition and supplementation piece because this is a major part. Now, although I am an advocate of whole food nutrition, again, that pound of fruits and veggies every single day is really going to change the game and how your body functions and how your cells are functioning. But I want to talk a little bit about supplementation. As a functional practitioner, I have spent hundreds of hours researching nutrition, supplementation, and what I have learned, or what I know today is that we really need to have supplementation. There are just so many deficiencies, and again, we're dealing with a lot of toxic burden. Even when we clean up everything and we're eating a whole foods diet, we still find that we're missing some minerals, vitamins, and cofactors. So I want you to be focused on supplementation. My favorite supplement trio is going to be of no surprise to you, and that's going to be the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I have found that it delivers all of the necessary nutrients that you need really to support overall hormone health. I love that they have an omega, I love that they have a whole food supplement, and I love the polyphenols and antioxidants that you're getting from the alpha CRS. So if this isn't a part of your regimen, I definitely want it to become a part of your foundational daily habits. You're going to find that it really changes the game. Now, two other supplements that you may not have considered yet is going to be Max and the phytoestrogen. Now, Max is a personal favorite of mine because I have studied mitochondria for many years. And I'll tell you a little bit about mitochondria. So in every single cell, as it's doing all of the good work that it's doing for your body, those trillions of cells, what's driving those chemical reactions are your mitochondria. And your mitochondria are considered your powerhouses. But as we get older, or if we have toxic burden, those mitochondria could definitely take a hit and not function as well as they should. And oftentimes they're missing the important cofactors that they need to function. So I love the Max because I understand the cofactors that are necessary for mitochondrial function, and I also know that the adaptogenic herb blend that's in here is phenomenal for adrenal support. And I will tell you that I am always about getting more sustainable energy and supporting my adrenals throughout the day, every day. Talk about a supplement that I recognize if I'm not taking on a day-to-day basis, it's going to be Max. So if it's not a part of your routine and you're looking for more sustainable energy, you're looking for more hormone support, particularly around your adrenals, this is the supplement for you. Now, the third supplement I want to mention, because a lot of people ask me about it all the time, is our phytoestrogen blend. Now, doTERRA was very wise when they came up with the women's support supplements and hormone oils, the phytoestrogen blend being a major player. Little bit about phytoestrogens is that they are plants that grow in our environment, right? They're helpful, delicious plants that really help to provide subtle phytoestrogens inside of the body. Now, these subtle estrogens can help balance out estrogen inside of the body. Oftentimes, many of us have excess estrogen metabolites such as xenoestrogens that our liver needs to metabolize. The phytoestrogen blend allows and helps our liver to easily metabolize those metabolites and send them out the door. But also what I love about this is it's really ideal for women moving into perimenopause and menopause because it's helping to fill in the gaps in those beta cells where we may be lacking some estrogen as well. So it's designed to really create balance with an estrogen. I also work with a lot of women who have low progesterone, and again, I love this because it's helping to balance both out at the same time. So again, it's worth considering, it's worth looking into. I wanted to just give you a little bit of information and shed some light on this supplement. I've recommended it with a lot of great success stress, particularly with women in perimenopause and menopause. And then because it's not on my screen, I just want to mention it though, that a big part of ensuring that we have good, healthy hormone metabolism is making sure that you are loving your liver. As you know, your liver has over 100 jobs, particularly breaking down hormones and helping to reduce toxic waste inside of the body. So when it comes to the liver, my favorite liver-loving oils are going to be geranium and the Zinderkrin blend. I love Zinderkrin because it comes in capsules and it comes in the oil form, so it's really up to you how you want to take it. But if you want to continue to support your hormones in a healthy way, consider using those oils too to support your liver as well. Now, I wanted to just dive a little bit deeper into the supplements, specifically what you're looking for hormone health. So again, we need those vital vitamins and cofactors to ensure that we get all of our hormones functioning at peak capacity, antioxidants and polyphenols, again, to support healthy cellular immune function, omega-3 fatty acids for mental clarity and a healthy brain and heart, also to reduce any type of free radicals in the body, and then calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D for bone health, and then those phytoestrogens, as I mentioned, to help support estrogen and progesterone levels. So just in a nutshell, kind of what you're looking for when it comes to supplementation for your body so that it is functioning properly. Now, into my favorite subject for today, we're going to be talking about targeted hormone support with essential oils. And I will tell you that when I travel with my essential oils, these are the friends that are traveling with me. So these are my essential oil buddies right here. Not that I don't travel with Digest-Zen and On Guard, but when you look into my emergency oil bag, you're going to find Ylang-Ylang, Balance, Serenity, Clary-Calm, Whisper, Elevation, Motivate, a lot of my absolute favorite essential oils, particularly around energy, mood support, and hormone support. So let's dive into specifically what are some of the things that are happening with you when your hormones are shifting and changing, and how can we begin to help remedy that? So a big question that I'm asked often is, why is my energy zapped? Why do I not have any energy? And this is one of the conversations or questions my mom had asked me for many years, like, how do I get more energy? What is going on with my body? So I want to talk a little bit about what is happening, because oftentimes women are telling me that they don't feel right in their own body, they feel like they're a stranger in their body, and they have little to no energy. So what we're seeing is that we are basically at 24-hour connectivity with our iPhones, our computers, our iPads. We're always connected and sometimes not getting the amount of sleep that we need because we are on our phones, or our brains are just constantly working because we're always just on paying attention to what's going on in the world. Next is lack of sleep. We'll talk a little bit about what that looks like. Poor food choices. Again, what we put into our bodies really help to define how we're going to be functioning every single day. Work, our workload. Now that we can be connected 24/7, we work more than ever. Stress, as I mentioned before, the big culprit to creating hormone changes, and then explicitly hormone changes in the body. So what is going on in the body? How is our hormones shifting and changing, and do they play a role in our zapping of energy? And actually, yes, they do. So I want to talk a little bit about how we can master your energy and master hormone synergy right now. So the first step that I have learned is it's all about self-care. I talk a lot about this in videos and other wonderful, blogs, because I have found that self-love really equals self-care, and hormone balance is really connected to self-care as well. So think about, do you have a morning ritual or an evening ritual that you can utilize that can really help to support your day? One of my favorite quotes by Louise Hayes is, "How you start your day is oftentimes how you live your life." So if your day is starting running around like a Tasmanian devil, just like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to get through the day, then you probably are living a life that's a little bit rushing, maybe a little bit chaotic. How can we create a morning routine, maybe with gratitude journaling, or starting it with hot water or warm water and lemon, or a little bit of yoga or a little bit of meditation that can really get you centered in your day? It's amazing what happens when you start your day on the right foot. You really can create the day and the life that you want to live. Next, again, I just wanted to emphasize supplementation. So a part of my morning routine is gratitude journaling with my favorite gratitude blend, and that is 1 drop of bergamot, 1 drop of lavender, and 1 drop of ylang-ylang. I put it on my hands, I breathe it in, and then I start writing out all the things that I'm grateful for. It's really hard to have a bad day when you think about all of the things that you are grateful for. But also, I have my green smoothie in the morning, I have my matcha green tea, and I do my supplementation. This is all a part of my self-care so that I show up bigger and better for my community and the people that I love to serve. So be thinking about your supplementation and how it works into your morning routine. Next, sleep. Just as important as you having a morning routine, it is equally important to have an evening routine. So make sure that you are using oils for getting yourself to bed. Probably my most favorite part of my evening routine is using essential oils. My favorite sleep oils are lavender, cedarwood, clary sage, vetiver, and sandalwood. You may have your own favorite ones, but those are my favorite. And then a lot of those oils are actually in the Serenity Blend, which we literally keep by our bedside every single night. So be thinking about your evening routine. Are you diffusing oils a couple hours before bed? Are you putting them on the bottom of the feet, the back of the neck? Maybe you're spritzing some, or maybe you're having like a therapeutic sleep bath. So one of my favorite self-care rituals, I recognize this isn't something that you would do every single night, but a couple drops of clary sage, a couple drops of lavender and vetiver in a bath with some Epsom salts. Oh my goodness. You probably fall asleep inside of the bathtub. This is a wonderful technique to get you ready to go to bed at night. Now, when it comes to energizing the system, one of my favorite ways to do that is again with essential oils. I love that concept of getting to pick your mood, getting to pick how you want to feel when you simply grab an oil like this. So when it comes to energizing and boosting, I want to recommend Motivate, and I'm actually wearing Motivate as we speak. Cheer, grapefruit, and peppermint. Those are some of my favorite oils to help increase, especially when you go in that afternoon slump. I mean, people are going to have it. Some people call it like their afternoon sleepies or like their sugar craving time, whatever it may be. I love using oils instead of another stimulant that could actually affect my hormone system. So something to be considering when you get tired during the day or right before a workout, or especially when you get up in the morning. And then some of the things that I want you to be considering to kind of move out for hormone support is to get rid of the Zen. So try not to drink wine at night before going to bed. It totally wrecks your hormones. And also maybe sub out coffee for matcha. Coffee can definitely rev up our adrenals. We want to make sure that they're happy and running in harmony. So subbing out for matcha or even just a decaffeinated tea like a chamomile tea, totally up to you. But thinking about moving those things out and just bringing in some other wonderful essential oils or other habits that could serve you. And then one of my favorite things to do to get energy every single day, again, what we'll find is that you'll just kind of work and work and work. I don't know about you, but I have been I'll work at my computer for so long that after a while, I'll just stare at it like a zombie. And I'm not sure if you've ever been there where you kind of just stare off into space. And when I recognize that that is happening to me, I immediately know that it's time for me to do my Superwoman power stance. I got to get back into the groove. I got to get my energy back. So I grab an oil. I typically do not grab Balance. So let's just pretend this is Wild Orange or Motivate today. And so what I'll do is I'll take the oil, kind of like I've been demonstrating earlier today. I'll take the oil, rub it into my hands, breathe it in, and then literally Wonder Woman it up. So I'll put my hands right on my hips, just like this, take 3 to 5 deep belly breaths, recharge, and just get back into the mode of getting things done. So that is a really great, quick technique. Best if you can do it out in nature so you can really get all of that energy that nature can provide. So those are just some really phenomenal habits. And what you're going to recognize is these are things that you can do every single day. And what I have found is that they really are imperative to do every day so that your body is functioning like a well-oiled machine. Now, the one thing that we really struggle with is stress, as I mentioned before. And I wanted to spend a little bit of time because this was one of the most fascinating areas of focus when I was studying essential oils for hormone support. What I have found is that a lot of research has been done around essential oils and stress reduction. And I love that because it's my number one go-to anytime I'm feeling a little overwhelmed or I have too many things on my plate. I know that you've been there as well, right? You've got a million things on your plate, you're trying to do it all, and all of a sudden you have that sinking feeling that it's just not going to get done. I know it because I've been there. I think I was experiencing that yesterday when I was trying to get on a plane. So I want you to be having your oils with you at all times. That's what I'm talking about, your emergency oil blends. And balance is my go-to for reducing stress, particularly for me. But I do have a stress buster blend that I would love to share with everyone that I have found to create wonderful success at reducing stress and really calming down those moments where you may feel a little overwhelmed. And it's going to be 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of bergamot, and 1 drop of ylang-ylang. Now this is also the same blend that I use for my gratitude blend because I feel like it really gets me centered and focused and just kind of gets me back to where I need to be to create and be productive for the people around me. So you can definitely play. One of the things that I do is I switch out ylang-ylang for Roman chamomile. I switch out ylang-ylang for frankincense. So play with that blend. And what I love about oils is that they're so much fun to play with, and you're going to find the oil that you really love that creates the results that you're looking for. Now, other calming blends I want you to consider is Whisper. And if you've never tried Whisper, oh my goodness, it is so decadent and amazing and beautiful, and it's wonderful for hormone synergy, and it's the ultimate women's blend. I also love, as I mentioned before, Balance, Serenity as well, especially for those maybe temporary anxious moments. I love Serenity, putting it on your wrist, in your hands, back behind the ears, back of the neck, even on your temples. These are all wonderful places to put these oils. And then my last favorite one for reducing stress is going to be what I call hormone magic, and that is Clary Calm. I call Clary Calm hormone magic because I have seen it do some very magical things. Now I recognize that is not very scientific, but just hear me out on this. This oil is amazing. And what I love about this oil is it contains a lot of the other oils that I've mentioned. Ylang-ylang, bergamot, lavender. It also even has Vitex, which is chasteberry, which helps to balance out progesterone and estrogen. It contains cedarwood, just some of my absolute favorite hormone synergy oils, all in this one blend. Now, when it comes to using this oil for stress relief, I typically love to put it on the back of my, it's leaking a little bit, on the back of my ears right here, or even on my wrist. This is actually my favorite place to put it, is on my wrist. And I just rub my wrist together just like this. I breathe it in. I just make sure it's kind of all on my hands, on my wrist, and it's amazing how quickly I begin to just feel that synergy that I'm looking for. So another oil to consider when it comes to creating hormone synergy in the body. Now, I wanted to dive into a subject that a lot of people want me talking about, and that is how do we support hormones when we move into perimenopause and menopause. A little bit about perimenopause and menopause. It is that transition out of childbearing age into menopause, and lots of things can shift. Our hormones are shifting, our hormones are dropping, kind of similar to a roller coaster in some instances. And I love to share some of my favorite support recipes and solutions to ensuring that this transition is just easy and seamless and joyful, and that it's not a concern that you may be experiencing. So what I want to talk about is a little bit about the main areas of focus for this particular transition. First, it's going to be cellular health. So I love, again, making sure that you are supplementing properly. LLV, Mitotomax, the phytoestrogen I feel plays a major role here in the balance that you're looking for. And then the bone nutrient as well, because again, we want to support our bones, making sure that we have strong bones moving into our later years. Next, for energy, because again, this is a major focus here that I hear a lot about, Mitotomax, peppermint, grapefruit, Motivate. Again, essential oils are going to be imperative to ensuring that you're getting that energy boost that you're looking for, and that nutrition is going to help support you from the inside out. So that's going to be a major player too. Now for hormone balance, my go-to oils are definitely this one right here. ylang-ylang, and whisper. So clary calm, ylang-ylang, and whisper. Finding what oils that work best for you is, everyone's a little bit different. So just dive in and figure out what you're loving, what you're experiencing, and just being very mindful and having that self-awareness to find what really works for you. For mood support, because I know mood support can be a concern. I know myself, I am the queen of needing mood support. I think one of the reasons why I fell in love with oils was like, oh my gosh, I can pick and choose my mood with these oils. And my husband was so grateful for that. So when it comes to mood support, oils that I love are Balance, Whisper, Clary Calm, Bergamot, Elevation, Passion, Forgive. These are all phenomenal oils to support your mood. So really just picking and choosing what you feel is going to serve you. Oftentimes I want an energizing, passionate, driven mood. So I love Elevation, Passion, and Motivate. But again, you may be looking for something a little bit different. So I want you to explore all of the incredible opportunities and benefits that the oils have around mood support, because this was the game change for me. When I realized oils had such a powerful capacity to support mood and emotions, I was completely blown away. And there's so much research to demonstrate that. I was just actually doing some research on lavender, ylang-ylang, bergamot, cedarwood, and even clary sage. And I was just amazed at how all of them reduce stress, help to really create positive emotions, and really help to support our hormones in a big way. And then cognitive support. I find that a lot of people want to help boost memory and concentration. So my go-to oils one of my go-to oils is absolutely rosemary. Rosemary has been studied to help boost memory function and is used during test taking and studying. I love rosemary, especially combined with wild orange and peppermint in a diffuser. Absolutely incredible. Other oils to consider is the In-Tune blend, and then I can never say enough about frankincense. It's such a wonderful oil for cognitive function and making sure that you're just clear and focus. So those are some things that you can begin to implement in terms of your daily lifestyle. What I love about these suggestions is they can intertwine throughout your day. So when you are creating these wonderful lifestyles, which is really what I want to bring home today in this conversation, is that have your oils on you, have them in places. So for instance, in our kitchen, we have the oils that we use for cooking, for our green smoothies. All of our supplements are there. We're ready to roll. In our bathroom, we have all of our healthy, supportive, personal care items, all of our essential oils for whatever comes up in the home. So just be prepared. We have oils by the bedside. We have oils in the workspace environment and diffusers all over the home, because we want to make living this lifestyle a lot simpler. So go around the home, think about the life that you want to live, think about the habits that you want to begin to integrate into your life, particularly around women's hormone health, and start having those things nearby. Like I said, it's so easy to grab one of these oils. It's so easy to have these habits in place and the lifestyles that you want to live when these tool sets are readily available and easy for you to see. Like I always think about, out of sight, out of mind. And so I have learned not to keep the things that are most important to me for my cellular health and vitality out of my area. Well, this is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you find that this information is helpful and that it's going to help pave the way to the solutions that you are looking for. Again, it's really about creating the life that you want to live, and we want to ensure, at least I want to ensure, that it is empowered living that makes you happy, healthy, and just revitalized. It was a pleasure connecting with all of you today.